Hey guys, if you're not a regular viewer of this channel, you should be. And if you are, then you already know a little bit about this gun just by looking at it. A one-of-a-kind Walther PPK. Okay, today we're going to take a look at a very rare PPK. I would venture to say one of a kind. Come look over my shoulder. All right, this gun has a real story to tell and a little bit of mystery. It's shrouded in mystery, so let's unpack this a little bit. This is chrome plated or shiny nickel. This is a Doral frame. You can tell by the line right here where the barrel meets the frame, but also if it's lightweight, and if I put a magnet on this is aluminum, and yet it is nickel plated. If you look at the serial number, 431, the last known PPK from the factory that I have seen, my database, is 431-115. This is 050, so it's only about 50 numbers away, 50, 60 numbers away from the last known made PPK. And yet they made it with this chrome, almost like a presentation piece. The other thing about it that you will notice right away, and again, if you watch my channel, you know what this means. There are no eagle end proof marks, no firing proofs, no test proofs. We can check the barrel, and there are no proofs on the barrel either. So no proof marks at all on the gun. So that tells us, especially for a late war, this is 1944, late war PPK. I believe they stopped production in 1944 and in 1945 just focused on producing PPs. We know when the GIs came in April of 1945, they found mostly PPs, and we know the GI put together guns were mismatched, but they also found a lot of guns in various stages of completion. We know they picked up engraved guns. We did a video on, let's see, there was a 22 caliber Doral. There's no such thing in production. There was never any such thing as a Doral 22 caliber, but we found one that was unserialized, not proofed. You can see that here. It's a one-of-a-kind gun, and I believe put together by the GIs at the end of the war because it was never issued. Also, at the end of the war, we see these twins. Now, these twins are twin chrome-plated guns in the 417 range. Now, remember, our gun we're looking at today is 431, so it's even later. 417, there's about 100 guns that are chrome plated. These two are consecutive number. So we know it was a special contract. Somebody came in and ordered about 100 of them, and it leaves us scratching our heads because the Germans are losing the war. Clearly, the soldiers know, the leadership knows, things are not going well on any front. And they know that maybe they thought they were going to sue for peace and get out of this unscathed, but a lot of them knew that they were facing defeat. And we do see letters from people like Goering and Himmler doing special presentations in 1943, 1944, all the way up to 1945. There's the Himmler sniper guns. There are also Goering presentation guns for Luftwaffe aces, a lot of them coming at the end of the war. And there was this order for chrome-plated guns in 1944, and we don't know who the contract was for. I believe most of those were captured by GIs at the end, so in other words, whoever ordered them never picked them up. I guess they got sidetracked or maybe killed or overtaken. Their unit was overtaken, but the guns were never distributed, and they now find their way into collectors' hands. So we did a video about the twins, and we did a video about this 22 caliber with no proof marks. And now today, we look at this gun, and what is fascinating about it is the serial number, very much near the end, no proof marks, but then also notice the trigger guard is engraved. So I have to believe, since this is matching, this must have been together, but maybe lacking the trigger guard, and so they picked up a trigger guard. They must have had, in one area of the factory, the gold-plated, nickel-plated, engraved guns in various degree of completion. Again, the GIs had to have put this together. There's no red dot here. Also, if you notice, if you look at the twins, In 1943 and 44, the slide had it was in two pieces where the rear sight slid in, just like with the PP. The earlier guns all had a one-piece slide. So the early guns had the one piece, and then they went to a two-piece where the slide and the rear sight were in two pieces. So this is actually an earlier slide, chrome-plated, one of the last ones made. And look at the magazine, also chrome magazine, Wartime. The grip is black. It does have a crack here, which is pretty common, and then a chip here from, I assume, from this hitting, although that's back a little bit further, so the grip has been damaged. But just a beautiful gun, and how it came in this configuration, who was it intended for, I don't know, and never issued, but picked up by the GIs at the end of the war and brought home to the United States. Now this one I picked up off of Gunbroker. Actually, I knew the seller, and thank you very much for offering this. He did know that it was rare and worth some money. It is in 7.65, and I'm happy to be passing this along to a collector who really will appreciate the craftsmanship of this pistol. Now, I have to say my hand is a little cramped because for the past 2 days, I've been signing books. I've signed about 200 at this point. We've ordered more books to come in, so if you already ordered, they're on their way. If you haven't ordered yet, there's still time to order, and we're getting more in as quickly as we can. Thank you for watching.